back in the gym with Campbell Fitness, aka the White Avatar, aka Team No Calves. So that, my friends, is my TMW impression, and it's a quite terrible one at that. And while we're on the subject of terrible TMW impressions, let's talk about the video I uploaded yesterday, or more importantly, the video that Fitness Challenge Me, Jeff and Eric, did for me yesterday. And so many of you were quick to point out that they are a terrible TMW ripoff. Now, just to get some things clear, they are brothers, yes, they're not twins, and they're not black. Not that there's anything wrong with any of that stuff, but a lot of people just jumped on them for that. So, I'm gonna get that straight first of all, and I wanted to take some time today just to explain why I do this. So as many of you may or may not know, I travel quite a bit for work, and when I travel, I'm gone for like a week at a time, so it's hard for me to get content up. I don't bring my camera and anything like that with me, not to mention when I'm traveling for work, I'm doing work, not just sitting in a hotel room uploading videos about how to be a bodybuilder, although that's been known to happen too. But in reality, ain't nobody got time for that. So it's very hard for me to get content up while I'm away. Unfortunately, I don't have enough free time to just kind of focus on making a bunch of videos and upload them while I'm away. Although this week I did. So those videos that you saw from the workouts, those were actually recorded about a week ago. So I did a little bit of work this time, but in most cases, I ask other people to help me out and give me some content. So if you guys don't know, I subscribe to somewhere around 150 or so YouTube channels on here, and almost all of them are fitness related. The ones that aren't are actually, interestingly enough, retro video game channels. I don't know why, but I really like some of the content that those people put out as well. But most of these fitness channels that I subscribe to actually have probably less than 1,000 subs each. So many of the viewers, you guys that are watching, you ask me to, hey, check out my video, or hey, I put out a video, or hey, check out my forum. And oftentimes I end up subscribing to you guys just because I like seeing personal progression like that. That's what really motivates me and pushes me to get better. But getting off that tangent here, while I'm away, I like to introduce some of these other channels that I feel are kind of giving an unfair advantage by not getting a lot of pub and aren't necessarily mainstream yet, and giving them some exposure. So that's exactly what I was doing with Fitness Challenge Me. I thought it was a great video they put out personally. You guys, however, by reading the comment section below, I must say did a very good job with some of your trolling comments. So bravo, kudos. You guys really let them have it. And I guess I really take it for granted that you guys don't troll me overly too much. Every now and then it happens, which is cool. I like it. But with them, you didn't hold anything back. So I wanted to just address this to let you guys know why this is that I do that. And you probably noticed when I was overseas last month, I had 4 or 5 different people upload videos for me, some of which you guys really liked and some of which you really hated. So it's really hit or miss. You know, my tastes are going to differ from your tastes. And if you like something, great. If you don't, that's fine too. Now, a lot of you actually did go and subscribe to Fitness Challenge Me. I think in the day or so since that video has been up, they've got something like 600 or 700 subs out of it. So obviously some of you like that channel. And the reason I do this is, as I already mentioned, content, but also I want to try to give back. And I know that sounds like, oh, you're such a nice guy giving out all this charity. And that's not really what it's about, but I'm trying to pay it forward, because when I was a smaller channel, and I still consider myself a pretty small channel when you take a look at some of these other people out here, but when I was just starting out, 2 people approached me with opportunities to do something similar. The first of which was Michael Corey from Michael Corey Fitness and Lean Body Lifestyle. Here's his gorgeous face in case you haven't seen it already. He approached me when I was brand new and said, hey, you know what, I really like your videos. Do you want to go ahead and upload a video for me and I'll put it on my channel? It might get you some exposure. So that was really cool of him. I didn't ask him to do that. He just went out of his way to be a nice guy, and I really appreciate that to this day. The second person to do something similar was Omar Isuf of Chef Buff fame. Right here, look at that beautiful face. Gorgeous and beautiful. But he approached me with the same kind of idea, and it brought me a lot of exposure, which I'm very grateful for. And this is my way of trying to help some of these other channels. You know, I've been lucky enough to get a lot of you guys subscribed to me, which, you know, I definitely appreciate. That's why I try to re-comment on everything that you guys post. And I'm just trying to kind of share some of the stuff that I enjoy too, to give these other guys a chance. And if you don't like it, that's totally understandable. So that's where that's coming from. And I wanted to explain this and just let you know that it probably is going to happen every now and then. You'll see it in the thumbnail if it's not me, more than likely, or I'll put in the title that it's hosted by so-and-so. So if you guys don't like these videos, I'll try to help you out in that regard. But for those of you out there looking for more people to subscribe to, this is a way to do it. Not to mention, this is going to be a continual thing for me. So if you have channels yourself, I might approach you one day. I just don't ask me to do it for you, because then this kind of diminishes it and it kind of makes it miserable for me, to be honest, if everyone's asking me, because I hate saying no to people, but at the same time, I can't grant that to all of you. But if you keep putting out consistent, good videos, you more than likely have a chance for me to ask you to help me out in one way or another. So that's the explanation. I hope it makes some sense. If you think I'm a big idiot and you hate that channel anyway, you can thumbs down this video too. That's cool. For those of you that are interested, I'm going to put up right after this clip ends some grocery pickups from today. Since I just got back from my trip, I needed to pick some things up. Some of you guys like those videos, some of you don't. So if you don't like it, stop the video here because there's nothing else for you. In the meantime, as always, thanks for watching and stay big. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Brandon again. You are probably seeing this as part of a vlog, but I figured I'd do an intro anyway so you could see my lovely face. So I just got back from the gym. I probably explained this in the vlog, so I'm not going to get too into that there. I just got back from the grocery store. As you guys know, I just got back from almost about 10 days on the road. I was home for probably about 8 hours. Came back from Wilmington, North Carolina. I was here for the night, got up in the morning, went to Seattle. Thought I'd show you some of the things that I picked up. So let's start over here. I got some bananas, nothing fancy. Another phrase that I love to say, I got some asparagus. It was on sale. I love this as a vegetable source. However, it does make your pee stink really bad. Also some spinach, nothing new. Some sweet potatoes as well. I got some meat, so I just decided to get a bunch of ground chicken and some ground turkey. I know what you're probably thinking, Brandon, there's all kinds of hormones injected into this stuff. Well, that's good because maybe if I eat it, I could become unnatural and get all those hormones. So if they pump hormones into this chicken and this turkey to make them bigger, stronger, faster, and not get sick as easily, maybe that'll translate to me. Not really serious. Got some skim milk. I love skim milk. Not a lot of people like it because they think it's too watery. I actually prefer this. Other stuff is too thick. That's what she said. Also decided to pick up some boneless, skinless turkey thighs. Now this is a great alternative to people if you complain that chicken breast itself are too expensive. This is usually cheaper. And I know some people say, you know, well, it's a little bit fattier, and I'll kind of try to show you here on the back. Let's see if I can focus in. So 4.5 grams of fat per serving for 4 ounces, but you're getting 22 grams of protein. So even though this does have more fat than a typical chicken breast, it's still a great source, and that extra fat actually adds a lot of flavor. I know a lot of people will go back in and actually trim this off too, so you can do that as well and save yourself some money. Showed you this last time, it's just the double protein bread. I'm not really in love with this brand, but it's just an easy way to get more protein in. Picked up some Fiber One wraps instead. The other wraps that I normally get, which are 100 calories, those don't hold up very well when you try to fold them, so they fall apart really easily. So I'm going with the Fiber One this time. Also got some Holy Guacamole Minis. These are 100 calorie packs. I like these a lot because I love avocados. The problem is, if you're like me, is you get all these avocados and they either spoil really quick or you have to eat them very quickly before, again, they spoil. So these things are great because they're individual packs, as you can see right there, and they last a long time and they have really good macros on them as well. I got this for my eggs, which you can also see right here. So this is just some fresh cut salsa. These things also reduced fat string cheese. I like to throw these in with my lunch. They're pretty good, again, source of protein on here per actual cheese. I guess that's how you would say it, per stick of cheese. It's 8 grams of protein, like 2 grams of fat and no carbs. So I usually just take 2 of these in. Plus they're really good. So I'm sure a lot of you grew up on these, and definitely I did too. So I like to keep these in my lunch because it's an easy way to bring. Then I just got some meat as well. I got a pound of turkey. This goes into my breakfast every morning, so I chop this up, put it in with my eggs, anywhere from 2 to 4 ounces at a time, or I can always use this to make breakfast sandwiches. And then I got a pound of turkey as well. So that's what I got, and that's all I have to say. So let me go over to the mirror so you can see my beautiful face one more time. So as always, everybody, thanks for watching, and in the meantime, stay big.